It finally happened. The Dodgers have signed Freddie Freeman to a 6-year, $162 million contract. As a Braves fan, of course it stings. But Dodgers fans, good Lord, you guys are so blessed with your ownership because you guys have no problem writing the check. You guys have no problem building a nice farm system. You guys still have nice pieces even after the Scherzer Turner trade last year. And you guys are poised for another World Series run. I mean, what can I really say about Freddie Freeman that you don't already know? I mean, he's like the best first baseman in baseball. And if you don't think he's the best first baseman in baseball, he's 1A or 1B or 1C. He's in that ballpark every list you see. But on my list of best first baseman, Dodgers fans are going to land the best first baseman in baseball. That's right, I'm saying it. His consistency track record puts him there over some other guys that are really close. If he's not 1A, he's 1B. The Dodgers are going to land Freddie Freeman. Sure, it's going to be towards the end of his career. I understand that. But Freddie Freeman since 2013 has not posted a WRC plus lower than 132. Like, that's since 2013. It's 2022. That's almost 10 years. I mean, the dude has finished 6 top 10 MVP finishes, including winning an MVP. I mean, you look at the Dodgers team and you're just like, oh, that's a former MVP, former MVP, former MVP. You guys look fantastic. The Dodgers team last year finished 3rd in WRC plus. And I mean, you replaced Corey Seager, who, yes, was nasty, but he only played for 300 something plate appearances last year. Freeman had 695 plate appearances in 159 games. I mean, the guy's been consistent. He's always out on the field. And so now that the Dodgers have their video game lineup, I mean, let's be honest, it's disgusting. Like, you look at the weak spots and it might be AJ Pollock, who was, again, almost a 900 OPS player. The lineup's gross. If Cody Bellinger halfway figures out how to be old Cody Bellinger, I mean, they're going to be disgusting. They're already going to be disgusting, but they'll be more disgusting. Are you following me? And I get it. Freeman's 32. Some of you guys might be trying to cope with this, saying he's going to fall off. He's getting old, etc., etc. Freddie Freeman just has that beautiful hit tool. I expect him to be fantastic for many years to come still. And as a Braves fan, it hurts to see Freddie go. But I have seen some super weird reactions. Some people like to blame his wife, which who cares? If at the end of the day, if you have your money and you want to go play wherever you want to go play, you want to play wherever. I mean, hell, he grew up from the area. If I'm not mistaken, he was a Dodgers fan growing up. So for me as a Braves fan, Freddie Freeman did everything he needed to do as a Brave. He stuck with us through the rebuild, stayed through contention to bring home a World Series with us. Freddie Freeman was fantastic, and I think Braves fans shouldn't be getting all mad at him for going somewhere else. Not everybody can be a Chipper 2.0. I mean, hell, at age 33, Chipper had reduced his salary, renegotiated, just to make the team more affordable. That's not even just like, oh, that's a good guy thing. That's like never heard of. That's insanity. But with Freddie going, and honestly, the Dodgers look fantastic. Their lineup is built solid. Their bullpen, I think, is still fine. I mean, sure, you're losing Kenley Jansen, but Blake Treinen's still a monster. Alex Vesia's a good lefty. Brusdar Graterol is, I mean, let's be honest, a psycho. They're also getting my boy Tommy Kahnle back while signing Daniel Hudson, and also I think Caleb Ferguson's coming back. Is he not? So I know it's the easy thing to do is, if you're not a Dodgers fan, hate on the Dodgers, but like, honestly, they're just a well-run organization, it seems. And they're going to be right in the thick of it again. But while I'm all gloating and glamorous over the Dodgers, the Braves look fantastic. I am a giant fan of the moves we've made. I know a lot of you guys that follow me are Braves fans too. And I know a lot of you were asking me for some of my opinions on the signings we've made since my last Olson video. So Olson, we got him traded. That video's up. You can go see my reaction, all that good stuff. Since then, the Braves have locked up Matt Olson to a long-term deal. He will be the first baseman of the Atlanta Braves for a very long time. And also, I think with that extension, it puts to rest a lot of the Atlanta Braves are cheap, etc. kind of talk when thinking back to the Freeman contract. I think, if anything, some of the reports might be true. Freeman's camp might have actually overplayed their hand a bit, and that's why you started seeing other teams make moves and eventually say, okay, look, we have to make a move. We can't just wait forever. I think the Braves clearly showed a willingness to spend money, and honestly, 6 years at 162 versus 150 at 5, which I think is what the Braves were rumored to offer. When you break down the taxes, I feel like he just maybe wanted to go to LA. So I'm not going to shame the Braves organization for not going after him. Honestly, they locked up Matt Olson for a long time. We're going to see that guy hitting absolute missiles to the chop house left and right all the time. It's going to be fantastic. But since then, they've made other moves. They brought back fan favorite and honestly postseason hero Eddie Rosario. We needed a left-handed bat and he fits it. The Braves are going to lock up Eddie Rosario for a 2-year, $16 million deal. That's $8 million apiece. And honestly, that's not backbreaking money by any means. So even if something goes horribly wrong and it doesn't pan out, this doesn't hamper the organization by any means. And with Eddie Rosario, when he came over from Cleveland, again, he was not doing well. He was hurt, all that good stuff. When he finally came back, he ended up playing 33 games for the Braves. He had 106 plate appearances, and he had a 903 OPS. He performed when needed. I mean, a 131 OPS plus, will take that all day, every day. And obviously, I don't expect him to hit 271 with a 330 on base percentage of 573 slugging or a beautiful 903 OPS, but he should do fine. And of course, he fits the Braves' need for a left-handed bat in the outfield, of course, which also he played pretty well last year. I mean, in his 28 games playing left field, he actually graded as a positive defender in terms of defensive runs saved. Yeah, he was a +4. So for 2 years at $8 million a pop, I think 100% the Braves are looking good there. I'm a big fan of that move. And of course, we know what he did in the postseason, which was incredible. Again, hopefully make the postseason again. And we get to see that same performance because, I mean, that was just so much fun. I went to the Braves Dodgers when they clinched. I went to the game 1 of that series too. I went to the World Series. I went to 2 games. I mean, it was fun to watch Eddie Rosario in October baseball. And then, of course, something that I have always been kind of critical on, especially last year, the Braves have actually made a move to bolster their bullpen, which is huge. I like being able to go into the season feeling almost maybe overconfident in the bullpen rather than the other way around. I'm not a fan of maybe this will work or maybe that'll work or question marks in the bullpen. I want to go in and be like, I know what's happening. Let's see these dudes perform. No questions here. Last year, I didn't really have that going in. There were some issues, etc. They had to acquire somebody, all that good stuff. Then people started kind of bouncing back, but the bullpen looks to be a lot more solid moving forward as we go into 2022. The Braves have signed a 2-year, $10 million deal with Collin McHugh. Now, Collin McHugh was the 34-year-old that played for the Tampa Bay Rays last year, and he was dominant. He threw 64 innings last year, and he had a 1.55 ERA. People that aren't fans of ERA, that whip was under 1. He had a .938 whip. He limited the long ball and having a .4 home run per 9, which is always nice to see, while maintaining a low walk per 9, 1.7, and a high K per 9 at 10.4. Collin McHugh doesn't really throw hard, but he's got that break, man. I mean, his breaking pitches, they're damn frisbees. They're flying all around the place. It's fantastic to watch. And I think that's a very solid veteran piece to add to the bullpen. I mean, taking a look at this guy's baseball savant page, it's pretty dang nasty. The beautiful thing about McHugh, too, is he can also start some games or at least eat up innings. So Snitker had come out and said that he's going to be a late inning guy that can do more things. So you can see him spot start, or if they need somebody to go 3 innings, he can do it. I don't expect him to start by any means. I just don't see it at this point of his career. He's been so effective in the bullpen. Why do it? But he looks legit as anything. I mean, him, O'Day, nice additions to the bullpen. Of course, you hope O'Day can stay healthy, but I'm a big fan. And then, of course, around the All-Star break, you might be seeing some Kirby Yates, which if we can get 2018 Kirby Yates, I mean, whoo. The Braves also made a minor league signing, which I actually am quite a fan of. They went and got Alex Dickerson, formerly of the Giants, to fill in the outfield void that Ronald Acuna is going to be leaving, as he's not going to be back for, I believe, the first month around there, give or take. So they went out and got Alex Dickerson on a minor league deal. If he makes the roster, it's $1 million. And honestly, Alex Dickerson can be pretty solid or pretty bad. I mean, a lot of Giants fans will back me up here. When you look at Alex Dickerson's season last year, it was not good. He played in 111 games and had over 300 plate appearances. And while his OPS was a 725, his OPS plus was a 95. So he was a below average league hitter. But if you go back just a year and look at the COVID season, I know, take the COVID season with a grain of salt, but he raked in his 53 games during the COVID season. He had 170 plate appearances, and he had a 947 OPS and a 156 OPS plus. I mean, if we get that version of him to hold over till Acuna comes back, I mean, good Lord. Even if you get something in between, that'd be fantastic. Again, I expect him to make the roster out of spring training. I just don't know if he's, I assume he's going to be just the placeholder until Acuna. It looks like it'll be him, Duvall, and Eddie Rosario as your starting outfield. Ozuna, of course, will be your DH, and then Acuna comes back, I think, around May. Don't shoot me. I don't remember 100%. But honestly, for a Braves team, I think this looks fine. I think Olson, Albee, Swanson, and Riley are going to do fine. Hopefully, d'Arnaud has a fantastic season. I genuinely feel very positive about the Atlanta Braves moving forward. And usually, I admit it, I'm usually kind of pessimistic in a way. So to recap, Freeman, good luck to you, good sir. Braves fans, don't be lame and be like F the man and all that stuff. Freeman was a treasure for us, and he got us a World Series, which there's quite a few people that can't say that they've seen their team win a World Series. I mean, good Lord, we could be Pirates fans. You know, I'm just saying, this isn't a knock to you Pirates fans. It's more of a knock to your ownership. The Braves are going to be fine. Matt Olson looks beautiful, and it should be a pretty fun season. If the Braves were to have anything else to check off on my wish list, just as a fan, I would love to see a starting pitcher added to the rotation. I don't know how you go about that because there's not a ton of options out there available that make a difference, in my opinion. And then also in the trade market, I mean, our farm system has been kind of sort of tore up a little bit from the Olson trade. You got to have some stuff bounce back and all that good stuff. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Dodgers fans, you got to be stoked. I know it's a lot of money for a 32 and up first baseman, but are you excited? Are you worried about anything? You shouldn't be. But if you are, comment down below. Braves fans, let me know how you feel about the Braves team moving forward. I mean, 2022 should be an exciting season, and honestly, I think they could repeat. You never know. Baseball's weird. And for all the other people that are like, well, wait, what was his opinion on Chris Bryant signing with the Rockies? What the hell? I don't understand. I don't understand what the Rockies are doing. I mean, obviously good for Chris Bryant. It'd be fun to watch him at Taters and Coors, but got his guaranteed bag. Hopefully the Rockies learn how to manage the team. I think they're awful, but that's just me. Not just awful. I think they run their organization pretty bad. I mean, terrible. I know the Phillies got Schwarber. I know the Cubs got Suzuki. I think those are fantastic signings for both. Suzuki's gonna be super fun to watch, I think. The Yankees got Rizzo. Nothing. No, I mean, he's not bad. Smile. The Reds continue to be weird by trading Amir Garrett for Mike Minor and taking on money there. I don't understand that at all. You didn't want to pay Sonny Gray $10 million so that you could pay after the cash considerations to 8.5 to Mike Minor, who was like, I mean, bad. Pretty weird stuff. Matthew Boyd signed with the Giants, but the Giants know how to save every pitcher that's ever existed, so clearly he's going to be in Cy Young contention. He's going to be amazing. But anyway, that's my quick roundup. Just a quick little video, just so you guys can see. I don't know. You guys are always like, what do you think of the Freddie Freeman stuff? You know what I mean? So I figured I'd do it. I don't know if I'm going to be doing these a ton for like recaps in general for everything, or if I'm just going to be doing it for Brave stuff, or if I'm even going to do this. I don't know. If you like this stuff, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, tell me your comments. What's the best off-season move? What do you want to talk about? I like reading all the comments down below. It also helps the video. And of course, follow me on Twitter and all that good stuff. That is in the description as well. Oh wait, I also forgot, if you like daily fantasy sports, Underdog, baby. We partnered with Underdog. Promo code DaddyD when you sign up on the app, Underdog Fantasy, and they will match your first deposit up to $100. That's pretty exciting. You put 10 in, you get 20, 50, 100, 200. Math. Do it. Bye.